LeBron discussing that with the refs. Definitely missed continuation on that one. Happy Halloween, everybody. The Rockets, only 35 points. Lakers up 19, getting it done defensively.
Yeah, regardless of a young Houston team, the Lakers they're getting their synergy together on defense. Lakers missing some key components, too, as far as players being out, but they're getting it done on the defensive end.
Understanding, you learn from your mistakes. They had a mistake, a hiccup in OKC. They're not taking this team lightly. They go out playing really good basketball right now.
Jack in the Box halftime report. Hello again, happy Halloween. James Worthy, Robert Ory. I'm Chris McGee. This is the Jack in the Box halftime report. Let's get you out to Staples Center on a Sunday night for the first half highlights. Anthony Davis making his first start at center for the Lakers this season. Houston Rockets in town. LeBron dishing out dimes. Bazemore in the corner, knock it down. Deep ball going in early. Russell Westbrook gets the loose ball. Pass ahead to Carmelo Anthony. Melo picking up right where he left off. Deep and good. Heat check time for Melo, big game. Here it is, 3 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Yeah, you know, when Carmelo's first one goes down, no hesitation, spotting up as LeBron goes downhill, knocks it down.
How about one more, Rob?
Right here, kick it out, knowing your hot guy, what? All-point play.
DeAndre Jordan, outlet, LeBron ahead with the slam. Lakers lead 40-24. How about Avery Bradley, Rob?
Great defense by Avery Bradley, kicking it up to AD. AD finding Westbrook, knocked down Trey from the corner. 2 trades from the corner for Westbrook.
And big game, here's Westbrook going downhill.
Well, yeah, it's a one-man fast break. If you don't stop it by the time he gets to the really half court, he's looking to go all the way as he did there. Nice touch.
You saw LeBron walking off. He wanted an and one at the end of that half. Got robbed of that possibility. Russell Westbrook with 12 points on 5 of 10 shooting at 5 assists. LeBron 3 of 7, 6 assists as the Lakers lead by 19. More to come in the Jack in the Box halftime report. In grade school, he wanted to be called Tyrone Johnson, but Carmelo sounds so much better. Doesn't it, Laker fans? Lakers lead by 19. Brought to you by Spectrum Mobile, 54-35, 46% from the Lakers, shooting the long ball really well, 8 of 17. They've also turned the Rockets over 14 times. Good defense, Rob.
Great defense. You know, think about that. When you take a team seriously, you come out, you play aggressive. They know this young team can get a good spark and start a good downhill battle. So they're playing really good defense, and I like that, man.
All right, LeBron with 7 points, 6 assists in the half. The highlight, this reverse jam. It's all Lakers at the break. Jack in the Box halftime report rolls on.
It's scary around here.
Got the Worthy pumpkin out here again. That's always a
Got
good
the
sign.
pumpkin.
Studio decorated.
Got my boy. What's up?
You don't like that scarecrow, James?
I do not like that.
No, that thing scares you.
Do not like that. I saw the movie Chucky.
All right.
Ooh.
Speaking of Chucky.
See Allie last night? She was Chucky.
Speaking of Chucky. I love Chucky. I love things like that. Big game.
I don't like that.
Did you see Allie as Chucky?
I wish we could celebrate this date.
I did not.
You did not see Allie dressed up as Chucky?
Oh, I did. That was nice. I saw
Did
it
you
on
just not recognize it?
IG.
Recognize me?
It was good. That's how good it was.
Just imagine if you put on makeup.
Wow. Wow. We are getting off to a hot start thanks to Big Shot. We start with something scary. Just an injury update, if you will. For the Lakers, LeBron, guys, Dwight Howard, you see it right here, and Wayne Ellington, all listed as, well, Wayne as questionable, Dwight Howard, game time decision, LeBron James, now a game time decision. And I want to start with LeBron, guys, because you think this probably relates to, obviously, the ankle, the 4 days off before that game he did play against the Cavs. 26 points, 8 assists, 3 steals, big game that night. You hope that he can give it a go. It means it's a good sign for the ankle, but also as this team continues to build cohesion and work on that, he's a big part of it.
Yeah, he is. You know, when he's on the floor, you can automatically tell that, you know, there's a piece that's missing when he's out. The way it flows, the way he played the game, the way he gets everybody else involved. But this ankle, I don't know. Maybe this is the first time that he's really thought about, hey, I really need to think about, okay, I set one game, I came back, I played on it. Did it feel great the next morning? Did it still feel a little weak? Should I just rest it again? I don't know what's going on internally, but I do know when he's on the floor, they are, you know, closer to the team they're trying to get to.
No doubt about it. I mean, when you look at LeBron James' last game, I thought that fourth quarter, he really got going downhill pretty quickly. Like, he was really attacking that basket, really a big reason why they ended up winning that game. Some people might say, oh, it's only Houston. He can rest. And they play Houston again in a couple days. I think they might have learned their lesson from the OKC game last week. You know, if you're healthy, you really do need to go, even though this is not the strongest opponent in the NBA.
What's the word? Winnable? They're all
But these are
winnable.
winnable games.
Winnable games. But you need everyone to play for them to be winnable, right?
You know, the thing about the Houston Rockets, they're a very up and down team. They got a young team. They're trying to still figure it out. And with OKC, it was a young team, but a lot of those guys have, you know, played together before. So I think with this team, you're looking at Houston. If you want to do it, I'm more willing to do it this game because Houston is young. They're still trying to learn to play together. The vets don't really want to be there. So there's a lot of things that goes on on that team that this would be the perfect time for him to get a little bit more rest and then play the next game.
And at the same time, they learn from that OKC game, and they'll be more prepared to play without LeBron tonight. Mentally, I think. They won't let that happen again.
Mentally, LeBron was checked into Halloween last night. In case you missed it, he was in the Halloween spirit, dressed up as Freddy Krueger for his annual Halloween bash. What do we think about that one?
It's pretty good makeup right there.
The details of the makeup, Rob makeup on that is pretty.
Oh, the makeup on that is
that.
nice. You know, me, out of all that, I'm digging the hat.
The hat?
The hat.
What about the hand?
Yeah. Ever since
His younger daughter might not. That might. Nah. She know that's dad. She probably wouldn't be scared, but that might scare his kid. It's
pretty strong.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
The team showed up and showed out last night. We're going to have it throughout the show. But for more on tonight's game against the Rockets, let's get you live to Staples Center with Mike Trudell, who is standing by. Hey, Mike.
Hey guys, welcome downtown. Happy Halloween to the three of you. So, Allie, it's been like this for a couple of weeks now, where with Frank Vogel, the first thing that we have to figure out is who's going to be available. And so we started with right there with the head coach a couple moments ago.
Wayne is going to be the same. He'll be active, but I do not intend to use him yet. He did have a good practice yesterday, but I think we're going to try to get one more in before we throw him out there. Bron will be a game-time decision. Anthony's in. And, Dwight woke up with some neck soreness, and he'll be a game-time decision as well. They still have to evaluate him when he gets here.
What stands out on film from Houston from their first few games?
They're super talented. They're young, obviously, but, Porter and Green can really, both those guys can go for 30 on any given night. Christian Wood is really a dynamic player. His ability to shoot the ball from the perimeter and, play in rolls and in the pocket and all those things is, he's a big-time player. And, these guys, I think that they're going to have a good season. Everyone talks about them being a rebuilding team, but you got bench guys like DJ Augustine and Eric Gordon. Sengun is giving them good energy off the bench. Tice is a high-level role player. And, I think they have ability to win some games this year, even though everyone's, sort of talking about them as a rebuilding team. So we're going to have to play well to beat them.
Frank, you were able to put together, I guess, a half or maybe a quarter and a half of the defense you want. How constructive is it for the guys to, when you're not just going, all right, on film, you got to do this and this. You said, we did this, we accomplished X. This is what we got to do more of.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to do what we're asking them to do, but habits take time. And, I think it's like you said, it's great to be able to positively reinforce rather than show, corrections always. And there was a lot of that on the tape the other night. A lot still we need to get better. But some of our low-man collisions were better. Some of our box-outs were better, even though the rebounding numbers weren't good. And some of our containment, one-on-one containment possessions were better. But still a long way to go.
All right, guys, so our friend John Ireland then asked Frank Vogel about what types of candy one might expect if they were to trick-or-treat at his house. And Frank, first of all, said, okay, you go and just buy the big bags now. But then he named about 17 different types of candy, which reveals a sweet tooth for the head coach that I share. And by the way, Jet and Talon, save Daddy some candy, okay? Don't be eating all that. I need to have some of that when I get home.
You hear that, boys? Save some candy for Dad. Love it. Well done, Mike Trudell. Thanks so much.